What keeps you awake at night? What are your hopes and dreams? What if you could plan your life better? At Phillip Capital, we understand every client is unique. Your financial needs evolve over time. An Asian integrated financial house with global operations, we are well versed to address your needs and make your investment journey smoother. Our humble beginnings as a broker in Singapore began in 1975. Today, with more than 5,000 employees across the globe, we serve retail and high net worth individuals, family offices, corporate and institutional customers. Over 1 million clients entrust Phillip Capital with more than $35 billion in assets under management. Phillip Capital was the first to bring online trading platform Poems to Singapore retail investors in 1996. Today, with our wide range of trading platforms and mobile apps, including Poems 2.0, you can trade conveniently and gain leveraged access to global futures, forex, and bullion. As a strong proponent for investor education, we strive to keep you informed through research reports and charting tools. Seminars and webinars are also regularly held to promote financial literacy. At Phillip Capital, we also empower you to monitor your portfolio with MyWealth app. If you lack time to self-monitor, tap on the investment expertise of our professional portfolio managers. Our financial advisors will advise you on investment instruments such as equities or mutual funds available across our network offices. Besides investment goals, you may have protection and saving needs. We offer regular savings plans and a wide range of insurance products to protect you and your loved ones. We can also cater to your estate needs in local and international properties through our property consultancy arm. At Phillip Capital, we believe in thinking global and acting local. Our Phillip Investor Centres and branches across our network offices are strategically located to offer you a one-stop solution to all your financial needs. We provide solutions with API capabilities, online trading, wealth management platform solutions to over 100 financial institutions across the Asia-Pacific region, enabling our B2B partners and their clients the convenience to trade global markets seamlessly. We also provide advisory solutions on corporate finance matters such as IPO, mezzanine financing, and corporate restructuring. With over 45 years of expertise and growth fueled by our clients' trust, Phillip Capital has grown into an integrated financial house with a growing global presence. We seek to continue to listen, understand, and to make your investment journey smoother. We are your partner in finance.
That's right. We are your partner in finance. Good evening all. A warm welcome to all participants to our career webinar today. We are from Partnership Department of Phillip Securities, a member of Phillip Capital. Partnership is a department taking care of our company's financial consultants, brokers, remisers, and portfolio managers who prefer to be an entrepreneurship career model. Okay, today we have invited Ms. Justine Tang and Mr. Lam Wee Huat to share more about their career in finance. Ms. Justine will be the first presenter, sharing more about the big why it is important for you to join the financial industry. She has more than 20 years of experience in the financial industry and is currently a financial services manager with Phillip Securities. Over to you, Justine. Let us welcome Justine.
Hey, hi, how's everyone? I'm Justine. I'm in Phillip Securities for 12 years, but I'm in the industry for 20 years. And I'm really excited to be here today, to share some of my experiences with you. Okay, maybe you have some questions like, what is this company about? What can this company do for me? What is it in me? What is in it for me? Is this job suitable for me? Where can I go from here? So I hope my sharing will be able to give you some insights to your questions. Okay, my sharing is just going to be only about 20-25 minutes. So just give me a sharp attention. Okay, so let's start. Okay, I will share my screen first. Okay. All right. So, okay, give me a while. It's a bit draggy. Okay. Hey, sorry, it's not working again.
No problem. I think while we're waiting, you can start sharing.
Okay.
Yeah, you see the screen.
You see? Okay, can you see? Okay, I have another gadget, but I cannot see my own screen moving. Sorry, let me share again.
We can see now. Should be okay. Okay, we can try again. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I think it's working now.
Yeah, good.
Let me try to move it first. Okay, good. We can start. Okay, what is your dream job? So when we, before we start working, we have certain aspirations for ourselves. You may be having some dream job in your mind. Okay, then what are you going to do? So let me ask you, are nurses their dream job? I will say no. I'll say they become nurses because of some situations, due to some circumstances in life. So they're doing what they're doing as a nurse. But having passion is important, because you need the passion to stay on to the same job, do your job day after day, 20-30 years down the road. Okay, passion is the gist. Okay, so how most people live their life. During our first 20 years, we will play, we enjoy life, and then during your working years for the next 30 to 40 years, okay, most of the people, they survive Mondays through Fridays. They complain that our life is hard, and then they just feel it's only work, and no play. Does it sound familiar? So when we grow old, okay, here, maybe you start to have some regrets, like, oh, like I should have done this, I should have done that. I should have done better. Okay, so you spend most of your life working in a job you don't like. This is why passion is the most important. Okay, so what about you? Do you feel the same just now? Okay, because I can see that all of you here, that you have really make an effort to come here to join us tonight. I really appreciate. So I was thinking that I want to give you back something today. So I purposely did this diagram for you, just for you tonight. Okay. For the first 20 years, you will go through education, right? And then for the guys, you have to do NSO around age 25, you have your first job. Okay, so here you have no financial value. Okay, from here 25, you start to job hop the next few years, seeking your dream job or your dream company. Okay, some of you will incur education loan. Okay, so from 30 onwards, you start to build your career. You move up the ladder, you get into the rat race. And then at the same time, all the financial commitment start to come in, the house loan, renovation loan, car loan. Okay, so from 40 onwards, I call it don't want to move, because you are already quite comfortable in your position. So you earn fairly good. Okay, you're no longer low pay job, right? So here you're like a managerial position. Okay, so you have financial squeeze. You have young children, you have aging parents, so you're supporting both, then you squeeze from the top and the bottom. You also want to maintain your lifestyle. Okay, a lot of Singaporeans love to travel, so we spend one expensive trip in a year, and then another one we go to a nearby country, right? Okay, so you eat out more at restaurants, fine dining, wine and dine, and also a lot of Singaporeans, we rarely stay in the same house forever. We upgrade our home. So from 50 onwards, you semi-retire. You just want to cruise around, cruise along, so nobody disturb you. You just stay in your job until about 60, 65, then you just call it a day. Okay, this same period of time, your kids are going to universities. It's a big ticket item. Okay, some of them go to overseas to study medicine, 5-6 years, study masters. Some of them just maybe they cannot get into good universities in Singapore, so they just want to go abroad. Okay, so but you also have to save for your retirement. This is the last step for you to save. So if you have not saved at all this period of time, so you have to save aggressively, because over here, you want to have no commitment, no more liability, because over here, there's no more inflow, it's all outflow, right? You want to be like this couple. They have a dream retirement. They, okay, like this couple, they can cruise around and then not having to worry about whether money can last. So, okay, next is the corporate ladder. Okay, all of us start from here. We are young, we are cheap, then we all start from here, and then we move up, we work our way up to the ladder, and we move up to the middle management. Okay, so these people, they have to come here too, because we have to move up, they also have to move up. But only 5% of the people can move up to the top, which is the CEO, the directors. So what happened to the 95% of the people? They are being displaced by the ladder. They're out of the working society. So some of them end up as taxi drivers, Grab drivers, delivery, security guards. So let's be realistic here. You need your monthly paycheck. Okay, you need to feed yourself, you need to feed your family, you have expenses, you have bills to pay. So this is how it is. This is life. Okay, I saw this article last week, so I thought it's appropriate for today. Has anybody watched Top Gun by Tom Cruise? Okay, let me try to expand. Okay, your career is over if you don't climb the corporate ladder. Okay, all right, let me zoom in. Because somebody spoke to Tom Cruise in a movie, yet you can't get a promotion, you won't retire, and despite your best efforts, you refuse to die. You should be at least a 2-star admiral by now, yet here you are, captain. Why is that? Okay, if you had watched Top Gun, you will know that this Tom Cruise, he doesn't listen to command very well, and he's like a cowboy. Okay, so that's why these kind of people, they are not good for promotion, right? Okay, but this is Air Force. So in the corporate world, outside Air Force, these kind of people cannot stay in the company really. They have to be replaced or retrenched. So, okay, gone are the days that you just have to get a good education, then you get a job, you work hard, you save up money, and you retire. Things are not so simple now. It's gotten a lot complicated. Social media, cheap foreign talent, trend disruptions, robotics, online shopping killed a lot of traditional business. I have a friend who is a pilot. He is in his dream job, but he never imagined that he will have no pay for 2 years, at the start of the COVID. So some of his friends were doing Grab driving, Grab delivery in their good cars. Some of them drive sports cars. So my friend is more lucky. He was assigned to DHL customer service hotline center, So he was also sharing with me that he was just waiting for the weekends to come, because every day is just mundane. Okay, so what's my point? My point is no job is foolproof. You have to foolproof yourself. You have to reinvent yourself. The moment, don't be a frog in the boiling water. The moment you stand still, you become the frog in the boiling water. Don't go for comfort zone, because you die also don't know that you're going to die. Okay. This is not a desk-bound job. You need to love to meet people. Okay, let me share something about myself. Long time ago when I started working, I had the first 2 years I was in a desk-bound job. So I was absolutely bored. Okay, I don't know what I was doing every single day. I was just looking forward to the weekend. And then when Monday comes, it's a Black Monday all over again. So I know myself that I can't be in a desk-bound job. When I came to this industry, I felt excitement. I just love to interact with people. Okay, I like to meet people of different occupation, different industry. I find it interesting to talk to different kinds of people. So I meet people for lunch, coffee, dinner. Then I sit down with them. I plan with them their financial goals. They share with me their goals and then how to achieve it. So, okay, then I will help them to fill up their gaps in their financial needs. So that's what I do. So you will be in touch with the financial industry when you come here. Terminologies like CPF, MediSave, you'll be very well versed already by then. You have flexibility of time. If, example, tomorrow I feel like I want to go to Hawaii, I just buy the air ticket, book the hotel, and I go. I don't have to, plan for my leave months ahead and then waiting for my supervisor to approve. So I don't have to do that. Or if I want to go to Europe, I just go 2 to 3 months. I just go. So if you have a corporate world, a desk job, okay, if you have only like 14 days leave, right? You can't go to Europe with 14 days leave. So that's flexibility of time. And over here at Phillip Securities, we are a full investment platform. So you have access to all the investment instruments. You can build your own wealth. You don't have to seek out another advisor to help you plan how to accumulate your wealth. What can you do? Okay, so you plan yourself, you invest yourself. Okay. This article is just fresh yesterday. So I thought, oh, okay, this is useful again. All right, students are drawn to financial advisor jobs amid social media buzz. Okay, let me zoom in. It's quite blur, but let me read. Okay, quote, being in this industry is essentially about starting my own business, which allows me to be rewarded based on the amount of effort I put in. Okay, yes. So if next year you decided that you want to have double income, you can do it. You can just maybe put in double of your effort, and then you just plan for it. It's not like you have a corporate job, because every month is a fixed paycheck. So whether you do less or you do more, every month the paycheck is just going to be fixed, right? So the only way to increase that your paycheck is to change job or to have pay increment or bonuses. So here, yes, you can plan for it yourself. So another quote, this job is very financially driven. I'm scared that I may lose friends and be ostracized. Okay, this is incorrect because having the financial information and investment knowledge gives you skill and power. Okay, I did a Google search and I came up with these. I'd like to share with you tonight. Southeast Asia startups have fired hundreds of workers. And you know, the IT companies, they have laid off around 17,000 workers just in May alone. Latest news is the Netflix lay off 300 employees. All these are due to very high inflation. So over here, no one can fire you. Only you can do it to yourself, like you quit. So if you think that a desk-bound job is comfortable, remember earlier I shared, the moment you feel comfortable, the moment you stand still, you are the frog in the boiling water. Okay, so let me share something about inflation. Okay, 20 years ago, a cup of coffee cost 50 cents. So now it's about $1.50 in the coffee shop. So what happened? It has actually increased by 300%. In Singapore, our core inflation now is at 3.6%. Okay, actually it's still going up. So if your money is still left in the bank and then earning no interest rate, okay, you will see a 30% decline in your wealth in the next 10 years and 45% decline in wealth in the next 20 years. That means to say your money will be half, will be half by 20 years time, and you didn't spend it. It's spent by inflation. So the $10 bill, 50 years ago, you can still buy a cart full of groceries. So now you know how much is a $10 bill, right? Yeah, you can still buy a couple of items. Then likewise, for a US $100 bill, in the next 36 years, you can just buy a few items. Why? Because inflation is silently robbing your purchasing power. So I've come to my last slide. This is the reason why I came into this industry. Okay, I learned this 20 years ago. I wanted to earn more. I wanted to build my own wealth, build more wealth. Okay, so if today, because I can't see most of your faces, so if today you are around 30 years old, okay, and you say that, oh, I want to be financially independent by 60 years old, or I want to retire at 60 years old. Okay, how much do you need for your retirement? Okay, assuming you want to spend, you want to be able to have $3,000 to spend every month. Okay, so and then we are having longevity. We're living longer now. So assuming your lifespan ends at 90, so you have a 30 years of retirement. So $36,000 times 30 years is 1.08 million. But what about inflation? This is future value. So, okay, now based on 3.6%, okay, you compound it for 30 years here. Now you're looking at $3 million for retirement. Okay, so let's play a game. All right. If okay, it is not working again. Okay, if today you work, yeah, okay, you need to visualize, all right? If today you are earning $5,000 a month, let me try again. Okay, if today you are earning $5,000 a month, okay, and then times 30 years, it gives you 1.8 million. Okay, so So this is your total value. What your worth is 1.8 million. Then you take, and then you say, Justin, this is incorrect. I can't just be earning 5,000 for the rest of my life. I will have pay increment, I change job, I have bonus. Okay, fine. So how about I average it out? 100,000 for you. Okay. So 100,000. Okay, sorry, 55,000 times 30 times 12. 5,000 is per month. So per year, and then times 30 years. So total is 1.8 million. So now this is 60,000, right? So now average it out using 100,000. So 100,000 per year times 30. So that gives you 3 million. Did I lose anybody? Sorry, I jumped so much. Okay. All right. Now you're worth $3 million, your total life value. This is how much you're worth. This is how much you put on the table. Okay, is there something wrong here? I'm worth only 3 million. But what about retirement? It's also 3 million. How? So how to do now? So I have 4 ways for you. Okay, 1, you're born rich. 2nd, you marry rich. Okay. 3rd, you strike lottery. 4th, come and join me. So, all right. Hold on, please. Okay. I'm trying to move to the next slide. Okay. So this is, you maybe you want to come and talk to us, answer some of your questions. You have more questions, you want to find out where you want to go. Okay, maybe we can help you find your passion. So I hope you have found some of your answers from this sharing, and I wish you all the best. Good luck to your next job search, and I'll pass the mic to the next person. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Justin, for the sincere and insightful sharing. We know that inflation is scary, is a record high now, or decades high, and I believe many of us can feel it. Okay, let us now welcome our next speaker, Mr. Lam Wee Hua, who is currently a senior manager with Phillip Securities, and he has more than 20 years of experience in the financial industry. He will be sharing the solution, which is the how to complete the why shared by Justin earlier. Let's welcome Mr. Lam. Over to you, Wee Hua.
Hello, good evening, everyone. All right, I hope you guys had your dinner. All right, okay, as per question to Justin's, the question just now, how many of you have seen Top Gun Maverick? Okay, I myself have seen the original version, that's in 1986. Okay, so not so young, huh? Okay, so that's 36 years ago. Okay, that was the original Top Gun. Anyone watch the original one? Okay, let me go through what we can share here from Phillip Capital. Okay, be the best you can be. All right. Okay, of course, many people know Phillip as a stockbroking firm. We have been in Singapore for almost 50 years now. All right, when I talk about Phillip, people talk about poems. All right, and of course, we are doing beyond stockbroking. All right, we are doing a lot more than just pure stock trading. All right. Okay, Phillip Securities, we are an Asian financial house with a global reach. All right, we have a presence in 15 countries and trading over 26 exchanges. Okay, and of course, we have more than 2,000 funds and work with like more than 35 insurers. Okay, and in terms of product range, we have like more than like 40,000. So people say, hey, how do I choose the product and all these things? That's where our expertise of financial advisors will come to advise the client accordingly. All right. And yep, these are some of the markets that we are trading right now. If you can look at it, we have like, countries like US, Canada, Spain, all the G7s, the Asia, and of course, if you look at the northern part, we have the China, the Russia, but of course that Russia currently is suspending now, and because of the Ukraine-Russia war right now. So these are the places. Well, we still can room to go in terms of South America, all right? So we can still see there's a lot of places in the globe and opportunities that we can expand or reach, all right? Okay, next we talk about the Phillip Investor Centers. These centers are basically one-stop shops here, all right, all over strategic located in our heartland, all right? We have 15 investor centers in Singapore currently, all right? I believe some of you may walk past some of the centers that we had, situated within the heartland, right? These 4 circles, investor centers are run by our franchise partners. All right, so in Phillip, you can actually franchise one investor center outlet. Let me show you what does it looks like. All right, we have shops, in Westgate, we have Bukit Timah, we have Tai Seng, we have branches at Marsiling. All right, so these are investor centers that actually enables our customers to reach out to our financial reps accordingly. I mean, of course, some of them do require some advice. Okay, so we facilitate the account openings, the basic trading information, the advisory in terms of portfolio management and so on. All right. So of course, what are some of the available products? All right. We are a multi-product platform. All right. We have transaction, advisory, and discretionary. All right. So of course, that why is that so? Because we need to build a trust continuum. All right. So of course, that people tends to make a lot of decision. They can decide when to buy the share, when to sell, when to buy margin, what's the warrants, and so on. Or probably you can trade on CFDs. All right. So customers can decide to do the execution themselves. Likewise, we have advisories. All right. We have life insurance, we have general insurance, endowment, investment link, unit trust, security advisory. All right. We even unit so-called UL or index unit link policies and so on. So I think I know some product that I want to buy, but I do not know how exactly it works or how can it benefit me. For example, can the product help me to fight against inflation, for example, right? So you need advice. So that's where the financial advisor comes in. Next, it will be the discretionary. Discretionary basically is that, okay, fine, my customers trust me a lot. So he say, hey, this is 100,000, you go and help me to invest. So, well, on the certain mandate, we will actually help the customer to invest this 100,000. All right, whether to buy into certain unit trusts and bonds and all these things according to the mandate. All right, so this is what we offer to our client. And of course, that as I mentioned earlier, we have more than 35 insurance partners. Why is this very important? Of course, most of us want the best deal, good deal, all right, or super deal, or maybe some promo codes, yeah. That's basically what we like. We all love good deals. Now, when we want to make a very important financial decision, we need to know whether is this policy the cheapest, or does it have the best coverage? Does it give me the highest returns? So basically, for what we do is that we can compare against 35 insurers with relevant data. All right, so with each insurer, there are various data. For example, I want to get the cheapest term policy in Singapore. Okay, so we can churn out the numbers, we can do the comparison, and we can confidently tell you that, hey, out of the comparison of 35 companies, this is the cheapest premium in Singapore. All right, so this is what we are very, very strong at. Okay, we don't really represent what company A, company B. So basically, for us, these are our partners. All right. Likewise, for fund management, whether is it you can call it mutual funds or unit trust. All right. We have more than 2,000 funds available. All right. So usual, we have our own Phillip Capital Management funds. We have for Aberdeen, Nico, Henderson, Lions Global, UOB. All right, so these are the fund house that we are actually working with. All right, so plenty of funds available to offer to our client. Okay, so how do you define your business? Okay, we have multi-license reps, okay, for entrepreneur roles. Yeah, so some of you will say that, hey, I'm very only interested in trading representative. All right, I'm not so keen in doing other stuff. I just love how the market moves. Like later this evening, we can see the market is probably going to be red. Okay, it's probably going to be red later. Okay, when the market opens, yeah, and US. Okay, so if this is your interest, you help your customers to manage in terms of the stock trading. You can actually select. Let me look for the trading rep. Okay, for financial advisory consultant, it's more of to offer holistic financial planning. Basically, help the customer say, hey, let's work out certain plans for you to build for your, let's say, your retirement, that what Justin mentioned earlier, to fight inflation. All right. For 2022, the common consensus projection for inflation is 5%. Okay, so things are getting more expensive. All right, right now, even electricity, just Singapore Power so just announced an increase in terms of utility price as well. Okay, so everything okay, everything is going up. Okay, except our salary, right? Okay, so yeah, so help our clients to have a plan, all right, so that they can actually help them to retire comfortably. And lastly, we have this portfolio manager. What does a portfolio manager does is that, okay, customers will actually invest through a discretionary service, meaning that, hey, I will gather my assets from the client. All right, so my customer give me 100,000. Some customers say, hey, I have shares in bank A. I also have some shares in bank B. Can I transfer the share over to let you manage or not? Okay, definitely. All right, so the shares can be transferred over, and we can help to manage the share. Maybe when to buy, when to sell, or is it worth keeping or not, or does it worth waiting for the dividends to pay out? All right. Okay, so this is a certain service or license that we are actually offering to you guys. Yeah. Okay, so this is a wealth manager. Wealth manager basically is a combination of a stock trading as well as a financial advisory role. Right, so these two roles basically merge together to give a very, very comprehensive advice to your client. So when a client says, hey, I want to know more about shares, sure, I can help you. I want to know more about the bonds trading. Can you help me or not? The answer is yes. I want to know my travel insurance, right? Most of us, I want to travel right now. Some countries are opening. I want to go Japan, but Japan, well, can only go for group travel right now. Yeah. So these are the things that you can help to advise your customers. Okay. You can actually even do your tax planning, your so-called estate planning in a way, right? Or how do you distribute wealth accordingly or efficiently? All right. So these are the things that you can actually talk to your client. Okay. Likewise, as I mentioned, a portfolio manager allows you to do portfolio management discretionary. All right, you do not need to have a further approval from your customers. All right, as long as you follow the mandate, you can actually help to manage your customers' money. All right, so these are multiple sources of income. People talk that, hey, if I'm an employee, there's only a single source of income. All right, so if my boss like me, all right, if okay, maybe my boss is watching this one live, so I want to have a pay increment. Okay, yeah, so that's the only way. Okay, my boss will only say, okay, I will increase your pay on a monthly basis, right? So that's a single source of dependency. But of course, in terms of entrepreneur role, there are income generated from transaction. There's also income generated from advisory, and likewise, there's also income generated from discretionary. It's a recurring kind of income. All right. So whether if the relationship with the customers, as long as an asset is there, all right, you will actually be compensated fairly. All right, I will say very well. Okay. So yeah, this is a multiple source. Now, for those who are more experienced in terms of what kind of models can I do? Can I work with a manager? Can I buddy with my good friend? Can I be a salaried model? All right. So in Phillip, we encourage to explore various models that works. All right, we have certain models that actually propel our reps to become a millionaire. Wait lah, not overnight lah. Where got such thing one? You come in, join us 1 day, 2 day, you get millionaire. It's a scam lah, basically. Yeah. But my point here is that okay, where some reps have been with us for 4 years, 5 years, right? The income actually crossed $1 million already. Of course, other than good platform, he also worked very, very hard. Okay, so it's not so says that hey, you join us, by doing nothing, just chill around, you'll make $1 million, the kind of income. Yeah, but of course, we need to learn to express and work hard to make that kind of money. Yeah. All right. Okay, some of the infra support, we have a system, all right? So a platform is very important, all right? It basically support us, how do we manage our client, right? So how do we delight our client and so on with a system so that, with all this intelligent system, right? So that you do not need to keep a lot of paperwork, do all the administrative stuff, all right? So you probably spend more time drinking coffee with your customer rather than do all the admin stuff, keying data and stuff like that, okay? So, it's a people business after all right? So you need to talk to your customers or your clients or even your friends, right? So of course, we build certain system here to help us, whether for you, for the client, all right? You can easily do any approval of this on the phone. All right, nowadays, okay lah, other than doing streaming, we need to have a laptop. If not, most of the time, we are serving our phone most of the time. All right. My friend was telling me, hey, who's your dearest people in your life? All right, is it your wife or is it your phone? All right. So the first thing that you wake up is probably you look at phone, and the last thing that you do is also surfing your net on the phone, or probably watching some YouTube or TikTok. Yeah. So you spend a lot of time on the phone. So phone is a very important platform. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, of course, we talk about this is our Phillip ecosystem in terms of branding and marketing. It's very, very important. Okay, basically, when financial reps or trading reps join us, we will always feature them, whether on the Facebook, YouTube, all right, or giving them exposure, all right, or in LinkedIn as well. Okay, so a lot of people tell me, hey, when I first joined, I don't have certain things to show. How can you help me to create a website and all these things? Okay, when you join us, all right, what we will do is that we will actually help all our reps to create a website. All right, so all you need, but you see nowadays, a lot of digital presence are required. All right, gone were the days that we give you name card, talk to you face to face and all these things. All right, so with digital presence, you basically you can reach out to more people, and even on a different platform in a different countries or even different region. All right, so social presence or digital social presence is very, very important. All right, okay, I probably don't talk too much here. All right, I'll probably go to some of the question and answer here. So is there anything that you'd like to show? Okay, there's a few questions here. I believe okay, training provided. Okay, okay, training provided. Yes. Okay, I can show you some of the trainings. Okay, just a moment. Some advertisement. Okay, for training wise, definitely. All right, we have even have a 3 months fast start training program. All right, so this fast start training program basically from very simple. That means from how do we engage your customers, how do you secure appointments, how do you present, how do you close the business, how do you manage the relationship. All right, we will actually share and teach you guys. In other words, our seniors will always handhold you guys okay, to go through theory is one, and we also go through the practical experience. So rest assured that there are people who always will be hand-holding you in this journey. Okay, I also, when I first joined, also very new, I also don't know what is it all about. A lot of doubts come into my mind. I don't like to talk to other people. I'm very shy. I talk to people who are also, don't feel very comfortable. I don't know about the market. You tell me who is our FOMC. I don't even know what's inflation. Well, heard about it, may not understand exactly what it is. what kind of stocks, whether it's good to buy, what's come dividends, ex dividends and stuff. So many things to learn. So am I a right person to join the line? Am I right to give advice to my client and so on? Okay, but of course I'm very lucky to have a very good mentor. Right, the mentor will teach you how to structure a certain portfolio for your client, what kind of products or services that we can move along. But of course that this kind of a solution is not a one-off solution. Financial planning is a long-term planning. We don't really plan for 3 days, 5 days, 2 months, that kind of returns. Yeah, we talk about maybe 3 years, maybe even 5 years kind of returns. This is something that we build for our clients. All right. So any more questions?
We want this question about papers. I guess so Mr. JS was asking about any specific types of qualification needed, such as CFD, to join as FA based according to MAS guideline. So we want I have this financial advisory consultants requirement papers. You want me to share screen so they
sure. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So JS, generally qualification required will be CMFAS papers. Yeah, and the fastest to join us as FA will be the unit trust papers, the M8, Module 8, Module 8A, and Module 5. However, if your major in finance, very likely Module 8 and Module 8A can be exempted. So you just need to clear M5. M5 is compulsory. So if you are interested to start with protection plan first, you can go for M9, M9A, HI, and M5. But M5 is a minimum requirement, which is good because you get to understand more about the latest rules and regulations in the industry. Yep, I hope they answer your question, Mr. JS.
Yes, thanks a lot.
Okay, sorry. Okay, we have a question from KK. Do reps have to source their own client? All right. Yes and no. All right. What do you mean by yes and no? Or okay, but of course that if you do have friends or relatives, if you want to help them to manage your their finances, definitely we are more than welcome. But for us in Phillip, we have a platform known as MatchMe. All right. So basically, MatchMe is to link up with our trading reps as well as FAs. All right. So we do have certain accounts. It could be dormant accounts, right? But the thing is that with the leads, right, I'll pass it to the financial advisor rep. All right, he or she will be able to contact existing Phillip client to offer them various products and services. Yeah. So the answer is yes and no. Okay. So you can actually refer it to our business. That means our client at Phillip. Also your own contacts, whether your ex-colleague, your student, I mean probably your friends and relatives. Why is that so? Because you see, sometimes when we manage funds or portfolios with our relative or friends and stuff like that, right? You will feel angry at times, sometimes, hey, how come you, for example, you walk into the bank, that RM suddenly asks you to buy certain product, that you don't feel that it's right or probably too high risk for your friend. Okay, so you probably feel quite angry about it. Now, but the question here is that if you were to manage your money, your friend's money, right? Basically, you can actually have a good control what kind of risk portfolio. After all, you know a friend best because you could have known them for years, yeah. Where the person walk in the bank maybe just 5 minutes away. All right, so the RM may not know the preference or the risk profile customers, I mean of your friend. So in this case, it's better for you to manage the money in your for your client. So it is important. Any questions? Sorry.
Yeah. I think there's this one question from Mr. J.S. Asking basically about, the why do you still need to be a trading representative when most people will just trade online? And I believe all of you might have heard about Moo, Futu, Tiger, and now we have more animals. I think you have a U-Smart, your dolphin. There's another animal coming as well. So yes, we are aware. So instead of trading representative, we want to recommend our potential candidates to start with financial advisory role as well. Everybody knows about Singapore stability, political stability. If you talk about safety of the country and the move of the assets and wealth into Singapore. So therefore, there is an opportunity for you to cross-sell some of the financial products to high net worth, to serve the high net worth clients. So yes, there is still a market, in fact, a huge market out there for us to serve, particularly the high net worth client. And when we talk about the equities, because Mr. Jerris was talking about POEMs, even without TR license, without trading rep license, if you are an FA and refer your clients to open a POEMs trading account, so all our FA will have their unique link, unique QR code, and of course your unique website as well. So any client onboarded through your unique QR code or unique link will be considered your client. Your client will be serviced by a group of dealers, which means a dealing team. But when you are sleeping, they trade at night, they trade Apple, Google, you still get a cut. We'll share the commission with you as well. Yeah, so you don't have to be a TR in order to open POEMs account for your client. And equities is just one of them. We have a lot more other financial products available, a lot more asset classes for you to offer to suit your client's needs. Hope that answered your question, Mr. JS. Okay, is there any other questions for us? Mr. Jess was asking about sales target.
Okay. Okay. See, the thing is that sales target is actually not a we set one. All right. If you talk to other reps, you talk to other managers, the sales target is set by yourself. All right. So we always work backward, as in that. Okay. For example, if I want to make $5,000 every month, okay, how should I divide my time? How should I put in my effort? Yeah. So from there, they work backward then to set up the realistic numbers. So to achieve your, let's say, $5,000 per month. Okay. So the thing is that we don't really set hard targets here. All right. Meaning that most of guys, okay, some people say 5,000 enough already every month. More than enough. Yeah, sure. Some people say, what? So little? Can I make 30,000 a month? No. Sure. So, but of course, your numbers, your target has to be higher. Probably you need to work a bit smarter, a bit harder. All right, work harder than other people. Okay. So it's not so much into what we give a sales target, but rather that is how much that is sufficient for you. I think that's a very good way to judge lah. Yeah. So if I say, hey, can I make $2,000 only or not? Cannot. Sure. If you are happy with $2,000 a month, no, it's a very achievable target that to achieve. Okay. But is it possible to make 100,000 a month? Yes, it's possible. It's possible, but it cannot be so fast. Okay. Ultimately, it's a career here. All right. You need time to build your base. You need your client to trust you more, to give probably more business to you, or your client can refer other business to you. All right. So you may look at probably 2 years, 3 years, or even 4 years kind of time to build your business. right? If you really want to aim for $1 million a year, the kind of income, but not say impossible, all right, to do it in 6 months, 3 months. I would say it's very, very difficult. Okay, if I tell you that 6 months you can make $1 million, okay, I think this is a scam already. All right. Not say that it's not possible, but it's very difficult. Yeah. Okay, we have next question here from Ivan. Does Phillip Securities Singapore offers incentive, allowance and package for their new consultant to set up in a career? The answer is yes. We do have various packages to help, especially transition people. All right, probably new to business, we can actually have packages to help to fuse into the Phillip. All right, so that you know, it's difficult suddenly to jump from company A, you know, totally desk-bound job, then suddenly to become entrepreneur. All right, we do have a compensation package to smoothen out the steep learning curve, especially if you're new. Yeah. Do talk to us. I will get our talent acquisition team to talk more about the packages to you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, Ivan. Do talk to us. There is another question asking about what will happen to your client's portfolio in the FA lead industry. So over here, you work as a team. You will not be alone. You'll be assigned to team managers. And for example, Justin, who is the financial services manager. So it's not just alone, a few FA within the teams. And of course, subsequently, if after joining us, after a while, you decided to do something else, no need to worry. Clients will be passed to another FA of your choice. Yeah, I hope that answer your questions, KK.
Okay, we have another question. It's on consider being fully self-employed. Any possibility of FA on a part-time basis to try out? The answer is yes. We actually encourage people to try out the possibility first. You see, the thing is that, as I mentioned, this is a career, all right? So the thing is that sometimes if you have existing commitment, it's very difficult suddenly to jump into the different industry, all right, a brand new industry. Yeah. So the thing is that yes, we allow people that you know, tried out how does it work out first. Okay, we can invite, in fact, we invite you to attend our trainings. Yeah. So our trainings basically, you know, go through how do we engage customers and all these things, so that you can just actually have a sense, have a feel about how to get the necessary advisory, all right, or basic competency for you to operate your business. Okay, so of course you feel more comfortable, your recurring income is stable and all these things, right? You can always convert to a full-time, no problem. Yeah.
Yep. So, Mr. Jais, during the transition period, in fact, it's good to be a part-timer first. So, and then it might take you a few months or probably more than a few months to transition over to a full-time FA. So yes, you can start as a part-timer. We have another question from KK. Does it mean if a client needs to claim insurance, they approach us for the admin process? That depends. If I am an agent, because I'm FA, I have a client who need to claim insurance, I think it is an honor for me to assist this particular client. It is an opportunity for me to be there for my clients.
Yep.
And of course, if you are there for your client, I believe next time if there is any need for insurance, if we talk about insurance, they will approach you. So we are meant, like for myself, I've been in Phillip for 10 years. So usually clients who invest with me are clients who I help them to solve their issues. So when they walk into branches or they contact me, usually they will not tell me that, hey, I want to buy something from you. I have 1 million, want to invest with you. They will come in with their problem. Hey, I have this share in my AGX corporate action. I don't know how to interpret. Can you help me? It is through helping your clients, servicing your clients, that you gain trust. So I believe if there's an opportunity for you to assist your client to claim insurance, you should. And I believe FA should, and then I think there's an opportunity for them to service their clients. I hope
thank
that
you, Mei-Ling. Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
Mei-Ling. I guess I can add a bit to KK's question. Of course, in the banks, the RMs don't do claims and all this admin process, all right? So they will just direct them to go directly to the insurance company to do all the paperwork themselves. So you see, for myself, being in the industry for 20 years, yeah, it's very unfortunate to deliver death claim checks to survivor family member. All right, the kind of feeling I can tell you is very bad. Okay, I mean, nobody wish to deliver checks to the survivor. Okay, I mean, yes, you can say it's a career, it's just a job only, yeah. But at the end of the day, you realize that the check that we deliver to the family members is very important to the family. Okay, I mean, it's more than sales job. It's more than, commission. All right, but sometimes you realize that what you are doing, basically helping the family. Okay, yeah, I mean, nobody love to deliver this kind of check. All right, all this death benefit check and stuff like that. Nobody will wish to. Yeah, but of course, when things happens, I mean, it's our job to deliver, to minimize the kind of administrative work for the, the families that went through the kind of difficult times. Okay, that's why we're always there for them. Yeah, so the relationship between you and your client, it's probably deepened. All right, it's not so much into a transaction. Okay, you buy one investment, you buy one policy, that's it, full stop. Okay, but it's a lot of engagement, a lot of relationship building over time lah. So unfortunately, when claims happens and all these things, right, it's always very sad. Yeah. Yeah, no, I shouldn't tell you also sad business. I mean, it's a very good business. Okay, it's not always so sad one. Yeah.
Yeah, at least you help your client
Mm.
in time of need. Yeah. Thank you for sharing, Wei Hua. Is there any other question for us? Wei Hua, do you want to share the slide with Justin's contact number?
Okay. Yep. This is the contact number for Justin's and email here, entrepreneur@phillip.com.sg. All right. If you have any questions, you like, too shy to type it out, sure. I mean, just drop us an email, or you can just call Justin at her mobile. All right. We can always talk to you separately. No problem. Yeah.
Okay, so I have typed the link to our website here. So if you would like to find out more, I want to see more videos before you decide to join or not to join, you can visit the website to look at some of the FA that we profile. And of course, you can, click around to find out more. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us or contact Justin or Wei Hua. And of course, subsequently, we will also send thank you email to all of you. Yep. I think Wei Hua, there is no other question. We can end today's session.
All right. Okay. Thank you, everyone. All right. Thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. All right. Enjoy your evening. All right, with your family. Okay. That's all for me. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening. Yeah. Bye bye.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you.
Bye bye. Bye bye all.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, KK, are you still online? Just saw your question here. Yeah, we can actually reach out to you. Yeah, and we will share with you what is the progression.